Alright YouTube, what is up? I thought we'd take a look at my 2005 Chevy Duramax. This is actually my truck. I don't get to use it too much. I guess when I go do something fun, as us Americans do, when we go out for the weekend, you know, I get to use it a little bit. I did the review on the Baby Max, the Colorado and the Canyon. This is the real deal. So when we go camping, you know, we got our fifth wheel, we got our Razor trailer, we're pulling tandem. You know, Americans, we love to take our whole house with us, and if you're going to do that, you got to have a Duramax or one of the Ford heavy duties or the Dodges. All the new trucks are pretty nice now. You know, all the newer Dodges and Fords and Chevys, they're all awesome. But when the Duramax came out in 2001, it was a game changer. I mean, I had one in 2002, and it was the real deal. The 6.6 liter Isuzu turbo diesel was, before that, they had a couple diesel engines, but they were garbage. But this Isuzu with the Allison has just been like the staple for quality and just awesome trucks. So they made that generation from 2001 to 2007, halfway through 2007. This is a 2005, and you diesel truck guys will know this has the LOY engine. Supposedly it's got bigger pistons and a few things that are good for modding. I have the 5-speed Allison. The 6-speed Allison's probably the most desirable, which was 06 and half of 07. So they call this truck the Classic in 07. And I love the Classic. I don't know what it is about the older body. I feel like it's just a way better truck than the new ones. I mean, especially for the money. I don't know, like in 07, 08, when they changed them over, and I don't know about the brand new truck, but in 08, when they changed them over, everything was really plasticky. It seemed like the metal on the doors and the fenders and everything was just super, it was super thin. It was denting really easy. I wasn't real stoked about it. And I think that's kind of how the rest of America felt too, because these Classics have held their value so well. It would be cool to have the 6-speed Allison. My truck actually has a built 5-speed, and I love it, but the Allison transmission in general is just a bomb. Let's just kind of walk around this. I'll go over some of the parts. This truck is kind of a sleeper. It's definitely got a few things on it. One of the big things that I think people buy the new trucks for is technology, but to be honest, you can add stuff, you know. It's like this, I added a backup camera on this, and we updated the radio, but it's not that hard to add. Nice BMW hitch. Okay, so this has a Tough Country Easy Ride, I believe, lift. It's a 6-inch lift. Got it on 17-inch Moto metal wheels with these Toyo Open Country ATs. It's a great looking tire and wheel. It's not huge. It's about a 33. It really rides good. I like that it's lifted and it looks clean, but I didn't want it to ride like shit. I wanted it to be a nice tow vehicle. I didn't do this, by the way. I bought this from a friend that has similar taste to me, and he actually bought a brand new truck and decided he was selling this one. He'd owned it for 12 years. It was a one owner. He took amazing care of it, and I asked him to sell it to me, and he did. So I think I would have done similar to what he'd done to the truck, but yeah, I didn't do it, full disclosure. So anyway, 6-inch lift. We got 17-inch wheels with a good amount of tire. The smaller wheel's kind of nice because you actually get a good amount of tire, so the ride is good. Bilstein shocks on it. Backup cam, let's go. Let's take a look in here. Okay, so everybody's got their stuff chipped and stuff. So this is all souped up. So this has EFI Live, it's tuned. We got the aftermarket radio. I have onboard air. So we've got airbags in the back and your onboard air compressor, pretty cool. This also has water methanol, which is pretty badass. And let's get to the front and kind of show you show you what's under the hood. Look at how clean this freaking thing is. My friend had seat covers on it like its whole life. It is just in such good condition. I think that's another thing I've noticed from these ones to the new ones. Just the materials are just, they're just better in the old one, which is funny. It's like, you would think the new one would be better, but I feel like the quality and the feel and the seats and everything in the old one is better than the new one. And you know, that's just my opinion, but I really do feel like it's a lot better of a truck. Let's take a look at the back. But yeah, I mean, just higher quality. I feel like they made this thing last like really well. I mean, obviously this one's been taken care of, but yeah, just money. In 05, they had these funky, let's see, I get that popped. They had these funky tow mirrors. They were pretty cool. They automatically extended. I think that was just for a couple years they did that. So yeah, 05 LOY. This has, check out the hood. So this is a full cal induction hood. My buddy put it on. It pulls heat out here. Tries to extract the hot air, and then this is actual functional. This actually is a ram air, so you're getting cold air right to your air filter. So on the ram air, so it's cut out, air comes in there, comes around, and comes right down to that guy down there, which is your filter. Now, if you're looking at this truck, something probably seems a little different to most Duramaxes. This has an MPI twin turbo setup. So you have your stock turbo back here, and then that feeds your compound turbo setup. This guy, all powder coated, is pretty sick. So this truck, and then we have our water meth. So this truck came with 310 horse, I think, and 520 foot-pounds of torque. And I think my truck is essentially double that. I think it's around 600 horse and somewhere over 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We'll go ahead and go for a drive in this. We'll check it out, and then I want to also do the tuning review, or the towing review on it, and we'll go ahead and do a tow the same trailer we towed with the Canyon. So yeah, let's go over the rest of the mods. So this thing's set up to tow. It's not supposed to be a race truck. It's supposed to be for towing. It's got a built transmission. It has a 45-gallon tank. My buddy didn't want to have to stop all the time when he was pulling heavy load. So fully built, and then it has a fully built rear diff. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, fully built rear diff. There's your Bilstein shocks. Fully built transmission, made to hold some serious torque. What else this guy got? Oh, 2 tranny coolers. So he put a different transmission cooler in the stock location on the car. So there's a new one here that's bigger. If you look in there, and that's in your stock location. Then he put a secondary one that with a fan switch on it. So if you're really getting hot, he said it never gets hot, but if it's really getting hot, you can turn on your additional transmission cooler. So it has a bigger intercooler. It has a different intake manifold. It's set up really well. Guys here locally in Utah did a lot of it. I think Gillette Diesel did a lot of it. You had to relocate the battery down here. I'm open to suggestion. I kind of want to put some different steps on it. If anybody knows some cool steps, I want to do the amp research, but I think because of the battery, I don't know if I have enough room to do the amp research steps. But anyways, yeah, awesome truck. I'm excited. I'm going to put some of my buddies' mud flaps on it too. I think that'll be nice. Try to keep it clean. But yeah, let's go for a cruise in this thing and check it out. Everybody loves these classics. I definitely do. I know the word Duramax. When I first got this truck, it was just like the coolest. In 2002 when I first got mine, it was the coolest truck around. And just the stuff that this can do for for you guys towing is just amazing. And the new trucks are getting crazy. They have tons of power, tons of torque stock. But back in the day when this thing came out, it was the king of the road. So, all right, let's do the driving portion. Let's go for a cruise. Diesel power. So all you Razor guys, anybody that's got any toys, you know you want a diesel. They're just the best. Feels good in a truck. I know why people like trucks, because they're just, you feel in charge of the road in this beast. All right, let's check out a few things on it. So like I said, this one is souped up. It is not stock. It has that compound turbo set up from MPI. It's tuned with EFI Live. They give you 5 different maps. I think you have like stock, a little bit more power, then it's like towing, then it's like hot, then it's like race. Typically what I've been mostly driving around has been just towing. It's a good mix, gives a little more torque, definitely. It's not crazy. It also has like full exhaust and all the other stuff, all the other bolt-ons that you'd want. But what I love about the twin turbo kit in this is it seems to drive exactly like stock until you need that extra power, and then it just uses that compound setup and it'll just get rolling. It's freaking awesome. So it's like a totally daily drivable, 100% reliable truck that will literally pull anything, which is cool, you know. Like I said, I've been over to Europe a few times. You know, they call their trailers a caravan. It's like 10 feet long, and you know, you can have lunch in there. We take our house with us. You know, we take 4,000 square foot, 45 foot fifth wheel trailers, you know, to the beach, to the dunes, to the mountains, wherever. And it's just how we do it. We work hard as Americans, and we like to play. We like to take our toys out on the weekend. That's just our lifestyle. So anyways, let's talk about, I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm going to do the towing review after this, that this is going to tow. I know it's going to tow better as far as power, but I bet it's actually going to get better mileage too, even being lifted and, you know, being 12 years older. I think it's going to do better on gas mileage. These Isuzu diesels are just the bomb. I cannot say it enough. Everybody's got their brand, I know it, and I would totally buy a Ford or a Dodge too. I like those too, but that nobody can say that the Allison and the Isuzu engine, the Allison transmission, the Isuzu engine aren't dang near the best, if they aren't the best. They are high quality setups. And you know, it's funny, the Ford and the Dodge, they've made some engine adjustments and they've made tranny adjustments, and really the Chevy, it's always just been a 6.6 liter and an Allison transmission. They've beefed it up, they've changed a few things, but they've stuck with that same platform from the get-go since it came out. And they just have, you know, it was a commercial engine. It was in the semi trucks. So it's just been such a good setup. They haven't had to change it. You know, Ford's done 6.0, 6.4, 6.7, which I love the 6.7 in the Ford. It's really nice, and Ford's got that great 6-speed transmission also. I don't know a ton about the Dodges. I know, you know, people with the Dodge truck, they liked the 5.9 liter, which I think stopped, don't quote me on this, I'm saying like around 05, let's say 05, 06. The 5.9 liter stopped, and people really liked that motor, and I think now it's a 6.7. I think it's good, but I don't think it's good like the 5.9 was. But yeah, let's do a couple tests on this thing. Pretty cool. I should have showed you guys more, but they put in the aftermarket radio, and one thing that kind of sucks with that is you'll lose your controls. Well, my buddy did the wiring harness, so I still have all my steering wheel controls with my radio. Let's go. Alright, let's reset the economy. Let's just hit the highway real quick, and I just want to kind of see how this beast does of just normal driving. Nice little SL 60, it's like a 65. yeah, let's test this guy out. So again, huge heavy truck, lifted, wheels and tires. Let's see what kind of, you know, I've had a couple other people comment on the Canyon review that the 4-cylinder diesel is great for just like around town mileage, but not that awesome for towing. And that kind of does seem like I mean, it towed good, but like the fuel economy is not going to really be there towing. I think it has to work a little bit to do its thing. The 5-speed Allison too, let's talk a little bit of the trannies. Like I said, I would prefer the 6-speed Allison, which came in 06 and 07, but honestly the 5-speed's great. It's just like, if I could have it, I would take it. There was never anything wrong with the 5-speed. It's always been just a bulletproof money transmission. And then this one is a $6,000 rebuild, so it's made to hold whatever, whenever. Yeah, but it's amazing. So this truck with 600 horsepower and 1,000 foot-pounds of torque or whatever is getting dang near 20 miles to the gallon right now, cruising at about 70 miles an hour. And I just love the interior of this truck, and I'm sure you guys are going to agree with me. It's just, man, it's just quality. This truck has 91,000 miles on it, so it is low miles for the year, and it has been well taken care of. But man, if you do take care of them, look at this thing. It's brand new, and I just felt like the new ones, every little piece of plastic just felt like crap, and like the seats weren't as good. I love the Chevy seats, center console, all that stuff. It's awesome. It's such a simple, awesome truck. Good gauges. You have all your temp gauges, your battery gauge, your oil pressure, all that stuff, tranny temp. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, just freaking awesome. So we just did the exit freeway pull, 22 miles a gallon. 22 miles a gallon in a lifted Chevy truck with a 5-speed transmission that can tow a house, you know, and I got 22 miles a gallon cruising on the freeway at 70 miles an hour. So, man, if you want a smaller truck, the Canyon is good. I think it's better than like a Tacoma or something. But if you're doing some serious towing, there's probably no replacement for displacement for having a heavier truck with a good amount of power. Yeah, this thing, I mean, and I don't even think there's not much of a, in the city, I'm sure there's a little bit difference in gas mileage, but man, on the highway, this thing was cruising, and the Canyon did about 13 miles to the gallon towing, so it was okay, and it towed good. I will say that. It was stable, and it felt good, and once it got going, it felt like it was maintaining its speed really well. And it definitely drives like a smaller truck. This thing feels big. Give a little gas there. Let's turn it up a little bit. But yeah, all you RZR guys, I mean, I know you guys have these. You got Fords, Dodge, Chevys. You've got these trucks. You have to have them. I mean, you can tow a small RZR around with something smaller, but like I said, we love these trucks, and I think Chevy or Ford's probably my favorite. Sorry, Dodge guys. I like the Dodge. It's nice. It rides well with air suspension, but I don't know, the Ford 2011 or newer, they really made a good truck. The old 6.0s, if they're bulletproof, they were pretty good. The 6.4, I don't really like the 6.4. It's kind of an effed up 6.0. But the 6.7, the Scorpion engine with their new like torque shift 6-speed transmission is a good truck. And then these, I love these classics, dude. 06, 07. This is an 05. My dad has an 05. Yeah, my dad has an 05. He bought it new. It has 300,000 miles on it. It looks like brand new. It drives like brand new. I think he did have some injector issues. They had to be warranted. Some of the first ones, they did have some injector problems. They get clogged up and not seal good. So I think that's the one maintenance thing he's done, is he's done some injector stuff, and I think Chevy helped him out with that. But besides that, man, these things are good. You know, you have Pitman arm stuff that goes out. You've got hubs that sometimes go out with the bigger tires. But that's just kind of more maintenance stuff. So yeah, it's responsive with the twins if you turn it up. Anyways, though, yeah, cruising even the city. I'm still at 21 miles to the gallon on my way back to my shop. So awesome truck. I told a few people they wanted to see it. I told them I'd show them the truck. It's my baby. She gets used. It's not a daily driver. She's just used to pull the toys and go camping, go to the dunes, do whatever. Hit the lake. But yeah, just love this truck. There's 60 miles an hour. It rips. It's comfortable. It's daily driver. It's kind of a sleeper. Doesn't look obnoxious. It's just clean. I think my buddy did an awesome job fixing it up. Like I said, I think I would have done a lot of things the same. But yeah, there you go, guys. So like I said, I had a few people that saw this truck in the review and wanted to know more about it. That's it. It's my baby. I love it. It's clean. It's so hard to find these trucks. You guys know that if you know these Chevys, especially in good shape and a good color with extras like this. I mean, it's cool. So, all right. I think that's it for this. I love YouTube. If you guys like the video, please like it for me. Help me out. Give me some views. And if you like the content, I got lots more where this is coming from. Subscribe. I'll always give you good quality content. Anyways, yeah, thanks guys. See ya.